Ben.
Why is it sometimes so challenging to communicate and talk to your spouse, your mate? This is what we want to cover today. Thank you for watching our 10 a.m. broadcast. 10 minutes within 10. We're going to do something special today, so you're in for a little bit of a treat. I have with me my beautiful wife. Say hi again.
Hi, again.
My beautiful daughter,
Hi.
Zarina, and her handsome fiance, Mr. Theo. All right, so we do. She's getting married in July, so we've been talking with her as we do like a marriage coaching session, and we are coming from actually a book called The Marriage Connection, and we're doing part of it this morning as we have a beautiful day. We're sitting outside with them, and we figured we could do part of it for our 10-minute broadcast on Facebook. So thank you for watching. You get to be part of this special session, and it's so important for us to be in proper communication and also be in relationships with people as well too. It's never good to be isolated, but when we have good, healthy relationships, and spouse is a healthy relationship we want to have. But the connection we want to talk about, because we're supposed to be connected, is verbally connected. So there's a book called The Language of Love by Gary Smalley, and there was a study that was done about they examined like young girls and young boys, and they kind of kept them separate, and they were examining how they communicate, and they saw that for the young females, their communication, how they communicated 100% by using words. All right. Now this is important because we have to understand how each of us communicate in order to be able to communicate effectively. Right, Zarina?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So, if we understand, okay, the girls use 100% communication by words. Now, the young boys, though, they examined them, and they saw that there was a vast difference with how they communicated. And they saw that only 68% of their communication was by words. Isn't that interesting? That only 68% of their communication was by words. And I'll say honestly, I didn't realize it. When you're by yourself, you don't really even think about how you communicate differently from other people. I didn't think about it until I was married, and my wife so kindly reminded me of certain things and showed me certain things, or let me learn even more things about myself. But I do make sounds. Theo, do you make sounds? Do you find yourself making sounds, like random sounds?
So that's a 32%.
Sometimes. Yeah. And you could even see, like, when you see, like, a little boy playing, a girl wouldn't necessarily do that. She would be more talking and communicating. So, again, 100%
with girls communicate.
Yeah.
So 32%. Well, 68% the boys use words, and 32%.
What's the sound
with
effects?
Sound effects.
Yeah, I love sound effects. You remember exercising? You talk about it. You talk about I'm exercising. I'm making all this, and you like, why are you so? Yeah. So anyway, all right. So that was the first part, to even understand the difference of the styles of communication. Because once you start to realize it, then it shouldn't. You know better how to communicate with your partner, but then also you understand yourself too. And, you shouldn't get he doesn't talk so much or whatever. This is part of how men actually communicate. Listen to the sounds. The sounds is how we're communicating. Like if I say, like sometimes, like Theo, sometimes we just do like a head nod. That's a lot in there. That's communication right there. For a guy, we don't have to say hi, how you doing? It's just like I could meet straight. I think it was just yesterday. Meet a straight, another guy, and you just do the nod. It's like it's a little, but there's a lot in there, and you kind of like. But anyway, so secondly, okay, a man. This is from that book as well. A man speaks 12,000, and this is on the average. Okay, so it's not going to be straight. A man speaks 12,500 words a day. All right, every day. On average, a man will speak about 12,500 words. All right, so I want to ask you this question. You give the answer that you gave, like your initial answer, what you think. How many words do you think that a female will speak in a day? 30,000. Theo says 30,000. So a man speaks 12,500, and you say 30,000 for a female. Okay. Zarina, what you think? You being a female, you.
I say 50.
I don't know if they can hear you.
I say 50.
50,000. So coming from a woman's own mouth, saying that a woman will speak about 50,000 words. So the answers on the average in this study was that a man speaks 12,500 words a day, and a woman speaks 25,000. She was very close, Theo. 25,000. So a woman will speak so much more than a man on average, again. Now, why is this significant? Share with us why this is significant.
I think you said it before. It just helps us to really appreciate our differences. And say, for instance, a man, if he speaks only 12,500 words per day, he'd pretty much probably use up all his words by the time he gets home from like work. So a lot of times you'll find where a wife, she's ready now to like finish the other half of her 25,000. She's like, how was your day? Da, da, da. And she wants details and everything. And he'll go, yeah, then he'll probably give the one word answers, or really might not want to communicate as much. And the wife at times should have understanding with that. On the other hand, also too, there may be moments where the husband has to understand that the wife needs to communicate a little bit more. She's a little bit more detailed. She expresses a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's just a matter of balancing and understanding each other's how our communication styles.
Yeah.
How we
well, I think, like you said, I don't know if she really communicates more. She just communicates differently. So it's not always words. So, if the man is communicating by some sounds, maybe I'll need to learn some sound effect translation.
Well, I know a lot of your sound effect.
Yeah,
okay. Like, you use a lot of
All right, Zarina, Theo, this is not I mean, we enjoying it too, but this is for you guys. Does this
resonate with you guys?
Yeah, do you guys
find that?
I mean,
it's on average, so it's not everybody is gonna be
With us, I mean, we both talk a lot.
Okay.
So, it's not really. I do make a lot of sound effects. Though.
Yeah.
I will say that. But yeah, we both talk a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's good. So, like we were talking about average, but just understand, you're still going to speak differently, and she's going to speak a little differently. And there might be times it might fluctuate as well, too, where you might speak more. There's times I speak, like even, let's say on this Facebook, I'm speaking more than you. But overall, make no mistake. Make no mistake. On Facebook here, I might talk a lot more, but overall, my wife, she has her times to talk. She gets to 50,000 in.
I don't think
they
get that.
I said 25. I said
He said 50.
She gets
25.
She gets it in. All right. So what about you, Sarita? How you?
I would say I'd say we do talk a lot, both of us, but I've definitely realized the difference in communication styles, or like how much we do talk, or like sometimes he talks more than me and sometimes I talk more than him. So it's just having a balance and understanding that it's not gonna always be the same, but you gotta just always, one person wants to talk and the other person wants to talk.
Yeah.
Just understanding the differences sometimes.
Excellent.
That may come up.
Thank you. All right, so we're going to end the live because we only do about 10 minutes, which we're right about there. But this is only the beginning of communication, because communication is not only just how much we talk, but then there's also what we're about to go into right now is we have this, the listening styles, we have speaking styles, and then also going into even how we handle conflict. Thank God we don't have any conflict. Let's end the broadcast. You get better at what you keep doing. Practice doing good things.